What's going on YouTube? Thomas L here. In Theaters Now is the new Bradley Cooper directed and starring film, A Star is Born, which also stars Lady Gaga. Now, I'm seeing the movie tomorrow, but right now the reviews for that movie is really good. Lots of early predictions are saying that the movie and even Bradley Cooper could probably get some Oscar love and all that. We'll see what happens there. But I pretty much decided to make a video of my 10 favorite Bradley Cooper movies. Because the guy's been in a lot of stuff in the past. Whether it's, I think he broke out on TV with stuff like A-List, Sex and the City, and all that. But since then, he's been doing loads of movies, and he's a really good actor, and I'm glad to see him getting more of the credit he deserves. So, with that being said, here is my 10 favorite Bradley Cooper movies. Alright, coming in at number 10 will be the 2010 film The A-Team, which is, of course, based on the iconic TV show about four military guys who, are committed for a crime they didn't commit, and so they gotta try, find a way to get their names off that commitment list and all. The 2010 A-Team movie was pretty decent. It wasn't a great movie by any means, but I found it to be pretty fun, enjoyable. You also got the likes of Liam Neeson, Quentin Rampage Jackson. He played the role that Mr. T is best known for. Jessica Biel was in this. Patrick Wilson, Sharlto Copley. Decent cast. I'm still a little disappointed we never got a sequel to this, but I don't even think it did all that well in the box office when it got released. Too bad, because it was a pretty decent little movie, and if you guys haven't seen the A-Team movie, I'll say definitely give that one a go. Alright, coming in at number 9 is the 2015 movie he did called Burn. Burn, I gotta say, is a really underrated little cooking movie. This film had a year as another cooking film called Chef with John. Oh no, actually, it came out a year after. Never mind. I should go with that one. This came out a year after Chef. I keep forgetting the came out a year apart, but anyway. Bradley Cooper pretty much plays a chef in this. If you watch this movie, you'll probably end up getting hungry. The food in this looks really darn good. And Bradley Cooper, gave a pretty decent performance. We also had the likes of Dana Brewer, who was amazing. Yeah, Dana Brewer's always good. Omar Sy, Sienna Miller was in this. Lily James, Uma Thurman, Emma Thompson, Alicia Vikander. And the film was also directed by John Wells, who's also best known for directing episodes of Shameless, and he did that August Osage County with Jill Roberts and Meryl Streep. Pretty solid director. This was like his follow-up to August Osage County, and he did a pretty decent job with his follow-up. But yeah, if you guys like a good little cooking movie, Burn is definitely one worth checking out. Coming in at number 9 is David O. Russell directed movie called American Hustle. Now, Cooper actually worked with David O. Russell loads of times. He has another movie that he directed with David O. Russell, that he worked with David O. Russell, and that film's also in my top 10. I'll talk about that later on. American Hustle had a really solid cast here. Came out in 2013, and it starred the likes of Christian Bale, Jennifer Lawrence, Amy Adams was in us. You had the likes of De Niro. Oh yeah, Louis C.K. was also in this. I keep forgetting he was in this movie. But the film is actually based on pretty much a true story about con man played by about a con man named Irving Rosenfeld, played by Christian Bale, who, along with his seductive British partner, played by Amy Adams, is forced to work for a FBI agent, played by Cooper. Yeah, it's crazy how that this is based on a true story. I saw this movie in 2013, and I think it scored a few Oscar nominations, if I'm not mistaken. It's a shame this movie's not really talked about a whole lot. But if you guys haven't seen American Hustle, it's really interesting. Hard to believe this is based on a true story, but yeah, it's a really decent movie. All right, coming in at number 7 is Wedding Crashers. Now, this isn't really a starring vehicle for Cooper. He actually plays Rachel McAdams' soon-to-be husband, if you will. And Wedding Crashers is, of course, the 2005 comedy where two single guys, mainly crash weddings, for booze and chicks. Gotta love Wedding Crashers. It's so funny. It's really, clever. Of course, you got Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn here. They both work together pretty well. And Cooper was pretty decent in his part. And yeah, if you guys haven't seen Wedding Crashers, check it out. It's a really fun comedy. I've been hearing rumblings about a sequel down the line, but we'll see what happens there. All right, coming in at number 6 is mainly more of a voiceover work, and that will be Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, I don't know if this is really cheating or not, because Bradley Cooper's technically not, physically in the movie or anything. But I just cannot leave off Guardians of the Galaxy. If I was to do my 10 favorite Bradley Cooper roles instead of Bradley Cooper movies, Rocket Raccoon will probably end up being number 1. That is seriously his best role he's ever done. He doesn't really do like the body work or anything. I think James Gunn's brother Sean Gunn does the body work, but mainly Bradley Cooper just does the voiceover work as Rocket. And man, I think Cooper as Rocket is just awesome. Everything that Rocket says always cracks me up. Lots of his catchy one-liners. And I'm either Rocket was also pretty decent in Infinity War as well. And yeah, I know lots of people are going to be disappointed when Drax the Destroyer doesn't appear in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. You know what? I'm okay with that. As long as Rocket returns for another Guardians movie, I'm all for it. I don't care if they recast Drax, or I don't even care if they recast Star-Lord. As long as Rocket returns, that's all good. I'm even more down to see a Rocket spin-off. I think the Disney streaming service is set to do a series of Loki, and I think Scarlet Witch. Oh man, I hope that Disney streaming service has room for a Rocket Raccoon show, because I'm all for it. Especially if Bradley Cooper reprises this role, because I think Bradley. And the thing about it is, you don't even most people don't even know that's Bradley Cooper doing the voice of Rocket. until like maybe the end, like the end credits. Because it, let's be for real, his voice literally don't even sound like Bradley Cooper. But yeah, I just simply love Guardians of the Galaxy, and I hope Disney and James Gunn and them get together and do something with Part Three because I really want to see these getting back together again. Hopefully, Rocket is in Avengers 4. I mean, I don't see like Bradley Cooper's credits in credit for Avengers 4 or anything. Fingers crossed he's actually in that. All right, coming in. Sorry about that, guys. All right, coming in at number 5 is another movie, Bradley Cooper movie with the word American in the title, and that would be American Sniper. This was actually directed by Clint Eastwood, and like American Hustle, this movie was also based on a true story. American Sniper is really awesome, and it's actually really hard to watch it. It's a good movie, but it's not really a movie I can really sit and watch over and over. It's not really like a rewatchable film, to be honest with you. But it's pretty much Bradley Cooper plays Navy SEAL sniper Chris Kyle, who saves countless of lives, on the battlefield and turns him to a legend. So he, goes back home to his wife and kids after 4 tours of duty. And Chris finds that at the war, of course his wife, is the one thing that he can't live without. And Chris Cobb, believe it or not, because I almost spoiled the movie, but it's based on a true story. But pretty much, Chris Kyle, gets killed really, and it's actually really sad watch. Well, there's a fake baby in this, by the way. Just so you know, they couldn't afford a real baby, so they was like, you know what? I'm not getting no human baby. I'm getting a fake baby. You could easily tell that baby was fake. And this movie scored lots of Oscar nominations. I think Clint Eastwood scored Best Director nomination. I think I could be mistaken. I know for sure Bradley Cooper scored an Oscar nomination for Best Actor. I believe the movie also scored a nomination for Best Picture. Well deserved. It's a really good watch. Hard watch, but a still pretty decent good watch. All right, coming in at number 3 is another Bradley Cooper movie with the word America. Oh no, number 4. I meant, my bad. And number 4 is another Bradley Cooper movie with the word American in its title, and that will be pretty much his breakout film. Well, I should say his first feature film, believe it or not. And that would be 2001's Wet Hot American Summer. This is a comic classic. I mean, this film pretty much broke out, like made stars out of lots of people you know today. This film made stars out of, I think Paul Rudd was already a star before this movie, but this was like more of his bigger breakout role. You also got the likes of Amy Poehler, David Hyde Pierce. Let me pull up the cast list. Oh yeah, Elizabeth Banks was in this. You also had the likes of Christopher Maloney, Molly Shannon, Cam Marino. I love Cam Marino. He's really awesome on screen. The film also takes place in 1981, and it's a really good campy movie. I mean, it's so funny. There's lots of heart to it. The cast all had a good chemistry, and the Netflix series sequel of sorts. They have like two Well, they had like a sequel and a prequel that premiered on Netflix. They were pretty decent too, but the movie of it is where it's at. Like, if you guys still haven't had a chance to check out Wet Hot America's Summer, it's a fantastic watch and it's pretty funny too. All right, coming in at number two is a 2013 movie Cooper did called Place Beyond the Pines, which now this movie is really easily isn't really easy film to spoil, so I want to try to talk about this movie without trying to spoil it because I know there's plenty of people who still haven't seen this movie, and if you guys have not seen Place Beyond the Pines, do yourself a favor and watch it. It's a really good movie. It was directed by Derek Kenner Franz, who directed Blue Jasmine, and he also directed that not so good Michael Fassbender film, Light Between Oceans. But this film had the likes of of the aforementioned Cooper, Ryan Gosling was in this, Ava Mendes, Dane DeHaan, Ray Liotta, Rose Byrne, Mahershala Ali, way before his Oscar win, Bruce Greenwood. I mean, this. Okay, I'm gonna spoil just a little bit here, but I mean, fast forward if you haven't seen the movie or anything, maybe fast forward this part. But in the film, Bradley Cooper's character pretty much kills Ryan Gosling's character because Ryan Gosling is like a crook, and Cooper's character was on his trail, and he pretty much shot Gosling's character, and so Cooper's characters and Ryan Gosling's characters pretty much are kids grown up, and then they pretty much and their kids pretty much grow up and end up becoming friends and find out what really went on, and it's really amazing watch. Good cinematography, good performances. Yeah, this is really fantastic. Kind of underrated. It's not really a movie a whole lot of people really talked about. But if you guys still haven't seen Place Beyond the Pines, check this movie out. It's fantastic. All right, my number two favorite Bradley Cooper movie will be The Hangover. Now, I also really dug the sequels, Hangover 2 and Hangover 3, but I'm going to just pick the first Hangover. I love the first Hangover movie. It's so darn funny. Cooper had good chemistry with both Ed Helms and Zach Galifianakis. Of course, this is the 2009 hit comedy where two friends, well, I should say four friends, I might say, who go to Vegas for a bachelor party, and they get really wasted one night, and then Cooper, Galifianakis, and Ed Helms all wake up, and they pretty much lose their friend, so they gotta retrace their steps. Oh man, Hangover is the best. It's probably one of my favorite comedies of the past 15 years of sorts. I mean, also you got the great Ken Jeong as Leslie Chow. I've seen Ken Jeong and stuff before Hangover, but Hangover is the movie that made me become a Ken Jeong fan. I just loved Ken Jeong as Leslie Chow. Also, you also had a nice cameo by Mike Tyson. Technically not a spoiler because Mike Tyson is actually in the trailer. Also, Heather Graham was in this. Oh yeah, Rob Riggle. Oh boy, there's actually people in this. I always keep forgetting is in the first Hangover. But yeah, The Hangover is just really funny. I mean, if you guys still haven't, the film turns 10 next year, so if you guys still haven't seen The Hangover, check it out. Also, give the other ones a go. They are kind of rehashed a little bit, but I still find them pretty funny. All right, coming in at number one of my 10 favorite Bradley Cooper movies, my number one favorite Cooper film is another David O. Russell movie, and that will be Silver Linings Playbook, which scored Bradley Cooper a Oscar nomination and also scored nominations by Robert De Niro, Jackie Weaver, and Jennifer Lawrence also scored a nomination, and Jennifer Lawrence actually won her nomination. So that's pretty cool. That this was pretty much Jennifer Lawrence's first Oscar win, and pretty much well, actually, it was the Hunger Games and We're Spelling that pretty much made Jennifer Lawrence a star. But this was the film that proved how amazing Jennifer Lawrence could be. I think her and Bradley Cooper, those two really work well together. And this film, as well as American Hustle, really show how good they are. Oh yeah, Chris Tucker was also in this. Oh man. I mean, Bradley Cooper pretty much plays a man with bipolar disorder who is like released from a hospital and he moves back in with his parents, played by De Niro and Jackie Weaver. And he's also determined to win back his estranged wife. But he also meets a widow played by Jennifer Lawrence, who also offers to get him back with his wife, only if he enters a dance competition with her, and they become like really close. And also has a good relationship with his father, played by De Niro. Robert De Niro was incredible in this. It's probably one of his like better performances in recent years, and I thought he was good. Yeah, again, it's Robert De Niro. Bobby D is one of the greatest actors who ever lived, and he really nailed it in this part. And Jackie Weaver was also good too. Jackie Weaver is seriously an actress that don't really get much love as she should have. Jackie Weaver is a really decent actress, and here she really showed her stuff of how good of an actress she could be. It was also cool to see Chris Tucker back on screen because before this, it's been a while. I think before Silver Linings, he did not do a movie since Rush Hour 3, and that was like in 2007. So it's always nice to see Chris Tucker on screen. And David Russell, Bradley Cooper and David Russell, they have a really good chemistry, and they worked together pretty well in the past. I'm hoping to see Cooper in another movie, like David Russell directed film down the line, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's pretty much it for my 10 favorite Bradley Cooper movies. Let me do the rundown. Number 10, The A-Team. Number 9, Burn. Number 8, American Hustle. Number 7, Wedding Crashers. Number 6, Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 5, American Sniper. Number 4, Wet Hot American Summer. Number 3, Place Beyond the Pines. Number 2, The Hangover. And number 1, The Silver Linings Playbook. Now, Bradley Cooper's done a whole lot of other stuff. Let me pull up his resume. He was also in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and Infinity War. I should have added Infinity War because I kind of thought Rocket was actually probably better in Infinity War. He was also in this movie called Serena, which was boring, which also had Jennifer Lawrence in it, but I saw that movie and I fell asleep during it. He was also in another Jennifer Lawrence movie called Joy, which was also directed by O. Russell. He was also in Aloha, which stunk. I mean, Emma Stone as a Hawaiian girl, yeah, that's believable. Hit and Run was good. The Hangover sequels, Limitless. I should have had Limitless, but the films that I in my top 10, I kind of enjoyed a little more. Valentine's Day he was in. New York, I Love You. All About Steve and Case-39. Boy, Bradley Cooper is an awesome actor, but he's not perfect. Oh, he also played Tom Brady in The Comeback. Oh, if you guys have not checked out The Comebacks, it's like a sports spoof comedy. It's a really funny spoof comedy, and Cooper actually played Tom Brady of all people. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my favorite Cooper movies. Let me leave it to you guys. What are your favorite Bradley Cooper movies? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.